terms of how
All right, here we go.
defend,
Down Westbrook. No! Come on!
You and I were looking at the roster.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hollywood Sports bringing you another video. As you can see, guys, we're doing 2K20, baby. And I'm developing sliders, guys. I'm developing sliders. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. All right, here we go. Down Westbrook. No! Come on! The first play of the game.
An outstanding vertical.
Come on, guys!
To the launching pad, rim, beware.
Kicks to Tatum.
Shout out to Team Hollywood, baby. Let's go. We're working on the slider set, guys. We're working on the slider set.
Tatum drives in.
There we go, Tatum. There we go, baby.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy.
They were harding. They were harding.
Not there.
Oh, man. Him and Westbrook going to try to take over.
Use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly.
Again, guys, we're working on the slider set, baby. We getting there. We getting there.
Pass to Tice.
I'm going to call him Diaz. They call him Tice.
Play, 1 minute played.
Roll Tatum.
In the corner, Smart with it. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. And the rebound goes
Get back,
to the
get back.
They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter.
Oh, yes. Good D, Smart.
Really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win.
Woo! Come on, give us the basket.
At the end of the day, it didn't happen. Well, you know, guys, with the style of offense the Rockets play, they hear some criticism. They look for fouls, they want to draw fouls, and they shoot a ton.
We ain't got no shot meters, guys. No shot meters, baby.
They're jacking up threes. It does.
Guys always brag about how good they are, but they're playing with shot meters.
And with the Rockets.
Let's go, baby. You got to learn your player shot, baby. You got to learn the shot.
And that's a big part of how they attack. I mean, they want to draw fouls, want to get to that foul line. They make no bones about it. But because
there we go, Tatum. Way to bang it, baby.
As slow as it was for them.
Let's go. Play some D. Let's play some D.
They also were third in free throws made.
And on our sideline, our reporter.
Stay on Westbrook. Stay on him. Stay on him.
I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. We discussed their defensive game plan.
Man, come on, guys.
Jason Tatum will be crucial. Adding, he's a
natural Come on, Wanamaker.
Comfortable making tough contested shots. We've got to make sure that's all he gets. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. Here's Wanamaker.
Going around the picks,
Taking
man.
a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
You know, guys, Tatum's ability to rise into his jump shot makes him hard to defend for just about all defenders.
Here's Westbrook. Good work there as it goes.
Him and Hardy going to try to take over, man.
Basket of the night right there.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Tice. The 11-footer. Smart misses.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots.
Come on, baby. Stay with him, Tatum. Stay with him, baby.
And Tucker kicks to Westbrook.
I got Harden. I got him. I got him. Oh, he went around me.
And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness.
Oh,
man.
man.
Like he wants to tear the rim off.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your...
There we go. Way to handle it. Way to handle it, Williams.
That should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolade.
Way to run the offense, baby.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Now Chandler. Tucker dishes to Rivers. Back to Tucker.
How about?
From deep. The shot, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Wanamaker. Williams kicks to Williams. Passes it to Wanamaker. Over McLemore. Wanamaker misses. Rockets leading by 3. Cephalosha with it. Williams.
Wow.
And
Wow.
by McLemore.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And here's Kanter, who's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Tucker, the pass to Rivers. Back to Tucker. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Way to help out. Way to help out.
Now
Can't
here's
you?
Cephalosha.
Way to switch.
Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. First trip to the line for him here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
And he's good on the second. Now Edwards over Rivers. No good on the last second attempt there.
Man.
And so it's Houston heading
We're
to the
hanging in
bench
there,
with a
guys. We're
7-point
hanging.
lead as we wrap
I'm
up
trying
the
to pay
quarter.
attention to the gameplay so I can check these sliders out.
Effective.
I kind of know how I'm going to make some adjustments already.
A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring
ball, man.
story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why
plays
you should be
big man
grateful
role.
for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt.
All right, guys, let's go on a run, baby. Let's go on a run.
Shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
Watch the screen. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what do you think about the
time somebody hit a shot. Way to go, Williams.
For the Rockets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And
Good
getting
D,
a
good
lot of
D.
their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And now, brought to you by
What?
Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets,
Woo!
we've got Chandler. McLemore is out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. There's the pass to Rivers. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out, it doesn't go for him. And the Celtics going the other way now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will conclude.
There we go, baby. Now we're playing Boston basketball, baby.
Just
Let's
a minute
go.
ago, you and I were talking about the challenges these players face early on in a new season.
Yeah, you know, timing is usually not quite 100%. Chemistry continues to be something you're trying to work out. Usually you're pretty healthy in the early part of the season, but as the season goes on now, you You've got familiarity and comfort with each other, but sometimes the injuries pile up.
And Clark establishing those routines you'll use throughout the regular year, correct?
Oh, man, we're playing some good defense right now. Good defense.
Season, as you well know.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. Here's Tice. Rebound by House.
Tell you what, possession. That is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Capella, and the shot goes in. Capella's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you know, the closer Capella is to the rim, the more effective he becomes, in my opinion, in part because of his size and nice touch.
Pass to Brown. Pass to Tice. In the corner, Tatum with it. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Edwards. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Passes to House. Back to Westbrook. And he's on that shot. But he's got the chance to pick up the
Don't let him shoot Kanter. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
You knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Celtics trail by 4. Edwards with it. Inside. Here's Brown. And finish off by Brown.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the
Creeping in, baby. Creeping in.
An amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Here's Harden. Rebound Boston. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Westbrook against Edwards. And foul on the shot.
Westbrook trying to do
at the line. And here's what the Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Saturday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
Raptors game, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
That's good from Westbrook. Williams, he's checked in for Edwards. Both free throws good from Westbrook. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smart kicks to Tice. Right side Tatum. And denied.
Over the back, Ralph.
The glass. House the pass to Westbrook.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
This guy
What are we talking
is
about,
a
baby?
high
Give and go, give and
flyer,
go.
I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And the pass to Harden. Here is House, guarded by Tatum. Out of hand on it, and they get it back. House dishes to Capella.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
And that one, good.
Just
Well,
no
we playing some D.
resistance
We
on
playing
the
some D,
inside.
baby.
It's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
No, Hart. No, baby.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his
Let's go.
fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and
What?
he takes the simple
That was in
one-hand
3
stuff to get the
seconds.
2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
For Houston, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Stay on the Brown. Stay on him, baby.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
All right, baby. We won the
Celtics
first half.
lead
We
by
won the
1.
first half.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Tyson. Looks like 2 different teams after the loss. What's the difference?
Well, we just can't allow them to stay around close. You know, last night we had a letdown. Tonight we got to do a better job of getting down, staying on our ground, playing defense, and taking advantage of this game.
Tyson, thanks a lot for your time. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My 3rd grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
He said, this is a dandy
I like
of
this
a
stuff
class.
here,
It
man.
is.
This is
And
cool.
This is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
What's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line.
Got it.
For Boston, it was a challenging first quarter. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball. That's why they had so many assists in the first half. And they're not just relying on ISO plays to generate points.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Was that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
We're shooting good percentage. Yeah,
And now with the
rebounding
second half
us.
about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot.
What we need, baby. Fast start, fast start.
Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. For Boston, they have shot 2 free throws
like
and they're 1
Tatum
of 2
wanted to
so
dunk
far.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Here's Westbrook, pass to House.
Get through.
Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill. Outside shooting.
Oh, what in this?
That's one of the things. And then the ability
Dice,
to
whatever
move your
your
feet
name is.
defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Tatum on the wing. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Houston. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Harden kicks to Westbrook.
Somebody invited me to Madden 18. I don't have no Madden 18.
Up and in on
Come
the
on, guys. Who's on Westbrook?
Westbrook's
Come on.
all tied up now for the Rockets.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Tice passes to Brown. Back to Tice. Just 5 to shoot. The three. Wanamaker misses. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Pass to House. Feeds it to Westbrook. Stolen by Brown. Right wing. Shoots from the baseline. Wanamaker misses.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Here is House. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to Westbrook. Drills it from outside.
Timeout.
And now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now a timeout called by Boston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
To stop the drought, and Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got his second basket of the night. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
All right, guys, let's D up, baby. Down by
changes. 1. Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Houston moving it around. Rivers kicks to Harden. And here is Cephalosha. To the paint. That's good from Chandler on the assist from Cephalosha. Chandler's got his first points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're
working the video now, Eric. I can't
getting
let you watch it now, man.
From close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
With the floater, it's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Williams, here we go. And it's blocked. They retain possession.
Come on!
And it goes out of bounds.
Where's the foul?
It's off Cephalosha.
Celtics ball.
Houston making a switch. McLemore is checked in. .104 left to play in the third. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Cephalosha.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Rivers. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Celtics take it the other way. 2-for-1 chance here.
Get a good shot, man. Let's get a good shot.
Use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Rivers. 5 to shoot. Unloads. The shot by Williams, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Chandler kicks to McLemore. Rivers against Williams. Harden outside. There's the three. And he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 8 points. And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden out there with McLemore. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's House in at the small forward.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Williams scanning the floor. Passes it to Wanamaker. The pass to Cantor. Shoots over Capella, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Jason Tatum.
Rockets leading by 8. Now here's Harden. Pass to McLemore. Here is House. Capella trying to free himself up.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Wanamaker, good.
There we go.
Williams
there we go.
The assist.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Moment here now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Russell Westbrook. What's the news, David?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. While the season isn't very old, this is still distressing to hear, and somebody is going to have to pick up the slack while he's out. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Lob pass to Capella.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Robert Williams. And Smart subbed in for Williams. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Here we go, Tatum. Come on, baby. We got to get back in this game. Come on.
What Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He is not pleased. And he told them they have to make
Watch the 3 second, Diaz.
He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And Clark, last year, Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside Tatum to the wing on the left. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown, good.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to
Don't panic,
shoot
guys.
whenever
Don't
he has the
panic,
ball
baby.
in a good
Let's
spot.
get a stop.
And just about 3 minutes.
Help out.
Here. Here's House. Up again. Controls the rebound and
I
puts
told you,
it
man,
back up and
Capella,
in.
man, he is good around the basket.
Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Brown the pass to Wanamaker. Tatum at the elbow. Rocket 6. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. House has got his 4th rebound in this one.
D up.
1:31 left to play here in the 4th. McLemore dishes to Harden. Houston needs to get a shot off. Now here's McLemore outside. The Rockets with the new 14. And that one, good. Tucker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Brown the pass to Wanamaker. Back to Brown. Shoots over Tucker. And it's Brown missing. For Houston, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And McLemore kicks to House. Down low, here's Tucker. He feeds it to Capella. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Smart, wide open, he fires. Here is the open 3 to cap the break.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And here are the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Rockets, Clemens. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Both teams will make substitutions. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag. Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Smart against Harden. So Houston wins it, and in the win,
we didn't get it done, man. We didn't get it done, guys.
A pretty hostile environment.
Houston is a good team, man.
It's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that.
They played well together.
And now we'll send it over to David.
We didn't play well.
Standing by courtside.
That's simple.
David.
We did not play well together.
Thanks, Kevin. Congrats, James, on the win. This is a very tough team. What does it mean to beat them?
It meant a lot. We wanted to come out here and play with some energy, and guys made shots defensively. It was a gutsy win for us.
I'm sure you'll see these guys again. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, man. Like I said, I am working on the slider set. I'm trying to get some exciting gameplay. Just give me a little bit longer, guys. Give me a little bit longer, and we'll be ready to roll. So I hope you enjoyed the video, man. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. You don't want to miss this series. I will be starting my league very soon. Thanks for watching.
That's all, folks.